Hey, you guys, let's talk about feelings, okay? And I'm hearing the song Feelings in my head. I know all of my recent posts have had musical lyrics attached to them. Do you remember the song Feelings with, I don't know, I'm going back to the 70s now, I think. Morris, somebody, or rather. Anyway, feelings. Everything we do in life is to either feel or avoid feelings, right? We might purchase something because we want to feel a certain way. We might arrange an experience because we want to feel a certain way. We have people in our lives because we feel a certain way when they are around us. And that's all cool. That's all cool as long as those things are intentional versus avoidance or numbing, or we avoid the feelings. And that's really what I want to focus on today, because I think many of us, most of us, spend time avoiding our feelings when our feelings are really our superpower. And particularly right now during this Cancer full moon, or whenever you're watching this, this is important, potent, relevant, but particularly right now during the Cancer full moon, the Cancer full moon is really emotional. It's bringing up, during Mercury retrograde, it's bringing up emotions. It's bringing up situations, circumstances, scenarios that may be causing us to feel our emotions or bring our emotions to the surface. And do you feel them or do you avoid them? So, like just this week alone, I spent time with one, a client, and two, a loved one. One, each of which were avoiding their feelings in their own way, right? One person, didn't have a major thing go their way. It didn't go their way, which was really going to change a lot in her life. And she was avoiding facing that, right? Because she didn't want to face the pain of having to do the thing in the way in which she didn't want to do it. And what she didn't realize was that actually facing the pain of what that she was trying to avoid is actually less painful than going in the pain, because the only way out is through, right? You can't avoid the pain. Well, you can avoid the pain, you can numb the pain, you can hide from the pain. But the only way out, truly out of the pain, is through it. And then when you go through it, when you face it head on and feel it, actually doesn't take that long, then you can go through it and then it's gone, right? And then you can come out on the other side with a new start, a new lens, a clean slate where you can actually move forward. And then another loved one is dealing with, the pain of the holidays with a loved one that she's lost, right? And so she didn't have certain things out in her home because she didn't want to be reminded of the loss. And of course, she doesn't need those things to remember her loved one. And I invited her to maybe next year put them out, because once you face them, like once you face the pain, then you go through it and then it's gone, right? And then on the other side of the pain, that's where the promise is. That's where the promise of a new beginning is. That's where the promise of a new direction is. That's where the promise of remembering your peace and your joy is on the other side of the pain. And actually, we spend more time and energy avoiding the pain. We spend more pain, we experience more pain trying to avoid the pain than it would take to actually go through it. Because if we actually faced it, usually it's like literally, my friends, 15 to 30 seconds of really going through it, and then it's gone, right? It's our thoughts that we attach to it that perpetuates the pain. So if you can go through it, face whatever comes up, and then get on the other side. From there, you can have a new beginning. I promise. And so meditation, prayer, release work helps with all this. A mentor will help guide you through the process. And so, during this time in energy and in our history, I invite you to consider, what pain are you avoiding, or what negative emotions might you be avoiding? So one, can you just notice what pain, what emotions you're avoiding? And, that could be challenging if you don't have a meditation practice. And so, of course, the link to my meditation starter kit is somewhere in this post. It's in my bio or somewhere in this post, depending on where you're seeing it. And otherwise, just consider, you can let me know in the comments or in the DM. I love hearing from you. What emotions do you avoid? Have you noticed it? Now that I've brought it to your attention and am inviting you to notice it, will you notice it? And let me know. Okay? I hope this serves you. Much love.